Greetings, welcome, and thanks so much for joining me. It's Christian of Standing Stones Healing, and I am honored to have you here for another Choose One of Three card reading for your monthly messages. Welcome February, the month of groundhogs, the month of Holy Wells and St. Bridget, and the month of love with Valentine's Day. So thank you so very much for joining me. If you are new to these readings, this is how it works. You choose number 1, 2, or 3, and there is a corresponding card reading for your monthly messages. Now you can click down below and go there straight away if you know what your number is, 1, 2, or 3. And if you do not know, I will indeed set some sacred space and allow the number to arise for you, 1, 2, or 3. Please join me in taking 3 deep cleansing breaths to clear away everything that has come before, everything that is coming later, and to focus in on this blessed present moment. What is your number? 1, 2, or 3? Greetings, number 1. Welcome, number 1, to your February 2024 messages. Number 1, your Celtic Dragon Tarot card is, number 1, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Thank you, Queen of Cups, for blessing us this February, number 1. Number 1, you had 2 angel cards, number 1. They are Celeste, who says, a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. Wonderful, number 1, some newness on the way for you in your February. I love it. I've got things coming up for you to share with you in just a moment. But first, your second Archangel card is Archangel Gabriel, who says, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Wonderful, Archangel Gabriel. Thank you very much. Your Archangel card number 1 is Overcoming Difficulties. Archangel Jeremiah says, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Beautiful, number 1. That is a positive and uplifting message for sure. Your rune for February, number 1, is the Rune of Strength. The Rune of Strength. And finally, your Breathe Easy card is Focus. I am focused. Focus and clarity comes from the practice of being one-pointed in your attention. Beautiful, number 1. So here's what we've got going on for you for your February 2024. Oh, but first, number 1, I don't want to forget to let you know that on February the 14th, I am offering my annual Love is in the Cards Facebook Live readings. These are love readings on Facebook. I'm going live with the cards on Valentine's Day. The link to learn more and join is down below. And number one, I also want to mention I'm very excited to announce that my self-paced Unlock Your Card Magic program is now ready to join. You can learn more on the link down below at standingstoneshealing.com/magic and join us for that powerful program to help you feel confident to do this. So, okay, number one, here's what I'm getting for you. For your February, there's very much a flowy, watery kind of element for your February with a lot of feminine energy. Now, this feminine energy is very powerful, very self-assured, and very confident. We've got a real encouragement here to tap into that inner strength, number one, that you do possess, and to really kind of, in a sense, claim your Queen of Cups power. So claim that Queen of Cups power. Feel confident sitting on your throne. Feel confident asserting yourself this month in February, number one. Now, number one, we've also got the encouragement that whatever it is you might want, you indeed can get it. You can achieve it, number one, because some positive things are here for you, positive new energy flowing into you. Again, it's that idea of flowiness, flowing, watery, feminine, powerful energy for you for your February, number one. That sounds pretty cool. Now, number one, there's also encouragement for you to, in this state, to be really expressing your voice. So being able to communicate with clarity and assertiveness, power, and authenticity and honesty. So this is going to be important for you during your February, number one, to really be claiming that Queen of Cups energy, to be powerful for your February, to speak your truth, and to do it in an assertive, powerful kind of way. Just like this Queen of Cups, it's time to embody that powerful energy, number one. Number one, you also have encouragement here that you've recently been through some challenges, and to know that the clouds are parting, things are improving. I'm getting very clearly that watery, flowy kind of energy is coming in, and almost in a sense like helping the clouds to part. And so whatever you can do to help usher in that energy, number one, is going to be really helpful for you. So conducting some kind of ritual may very well be a good idea. And it's also going to help you, number one, with some focus. You know, along with this flowy, watery kind of energy, it can feel a little, well, I can't say it any better, number one, than to just do this. And so you're being encouraged throughout your February to bring focus to the month and to bring yourself back while those flowy energies are moving and flowing throughout February. So February is going to be a time of bringing yourself back into focus, number one, as those energies flow throughout your February. So number one, sounds like a great month for you for your February. Please do join us on Valentine's Day. Of course, it's February 14th. And yes, if you can't join live, you will be able to get the replay on Facebook and YouTube. And of course, you are welcome to join us for that powerful Unlock Your Card Magic program. Learn more at standingstoneshealing.com/magic. Well, I'm sending you so many blessings and best wishes, number one, to your February 2024. Greetings, number two. Welcome, number two, to your February 2024 messages. Number two, your Celtic Dragon Tarot card is, oh no, number two, you had two Celtic Dragon Tarot cards. We have, number two, the Chariot. Beautiful for your February. And we have, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, number two. Number two, I've got clear guidance coming up on the two of these cards together, but let's see what else you have for your February. Your angel card is Francesca, who says, "What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress." Yep, that makes perfect sense. Number 2. Wonderful. Number 2, you also had 2 Archangel cards. They are Archangel Raziel, who says, "Take your power back. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life." So thank you so very much, Archangel Raziel. And we have leadership. Archangel Gabriel says, "It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others." Thank you very much, Archangel Gabriel. Now, you had one Viking rune, number 2, which was actually a little bit of a surprise. And it is the rune of the unknown. The rune of the unknown. Yes, indeed, it is blank. I'll say more about that in a moment. And finally, yes, you had 2 Breathe Easy cards. We have intuition. I am intuitive. Whether you call it a gut feeling, or flying by the seat of your pants, or having spirit guides whisper to you, there's no denying that intuition should be part of every decision. And balance. Yeah, wow. Not a surprise that this card is here. With the messages that are coming up for you for your February number 2, I am balanced. Everything in moderation, nothing in excess. This is the way to lead a life of quality and meaning. Beautiful, number 2. So, number 2, here is what is coming up for you loud and clear. Number 2, there's been a lot of push and pull and kind of like this in your experience lately. Now, we have that very clearly with the Chariot, which has a lot of movement along with it. And we have that constrained, holding back, stuck kind of feeling, experience with this card, the 8 of Swords. So of course you can see there's someone here confined, almost like, let me out, I need out. And then we've got lots of movement here happening with the Chariot. I'll say more about the Chariot in just one moment. I'll actually say more about all of these cards in just one moment. But number 2, I just remembered that I don't want to forget to invite you to my Valentine's Day readings live on Facebook on February 14th, Valentine's Day. It's my annual Love is in the Cards event where I will be going live with the cards for love messages. So the link to learn more and join us is down below. I'm excited to again offer Love is in the Cards on Valentine's Day. So get your love messages. And I also want to make sure to let you know, number 2, I'm excited to announce that my self-paced card Unlock Your Card Magic program is now available for enrollment, and you can learn more and join down below at standingstoneshealing.com/magic. So number 2, very clearly, there's this sense of push and pull, a feeling of stuckness going on for you, even while there's energy moving. And this may very well be manifesting for you in almost like a back and forth, indecisiveness, uncertainty, do this, do that, go here, go there, kind of a feeling for you for your February. Now, interestingly enough, with this Chariot card, of course, the Chariot has a lot of movement to it, but one of the real messages of the Chariot is this idea of balance and the need to stay balanced and to find balance. And so with this push and pull back and forth kind of a sense for your February number 2, there's an encouragement for you to maintain and to find balance. So to take inspiration from the Chariot for that balance for your February. Now, of course, number 2, the balance is all about what feels right to you and what resonates with you. And so no one else can tell you what balance is. Someone else might say, you're out of balance. But if you don't feel out of balance, then are you really out of balance? So it's simply important for you, number two, throughout your February, to ask yourself if you are maintaining balance, what that means to you as you have the energies of the chariot moving and the kind of like stuckness or constriction of the Eight of Swords going on. Now, some things that are going to assist you with these back and forth kinds of feelings. It's having you feeling kind of, I don't want to say powerless, but it's having you feeling a sense of maybe depletedness, maybe a sense of weakness, just maybe a sense of like, WTF, yo. And so, number two, you're really being encouraged to focus in on taking your power back. And one of the keys throughout February to taking your power back is going to be that sense of balance. So, recognize your power, claim your power, and help to feel powerful throughout your February by seeking and maintaining balance in your experience. Again, in whatever way that resonates with you and feels right to you. Part of the challenge that you have going on here right now for your experience, number two, is this sense of exactly what is it that I want. Part of that back and forth push and pull energy that's going on for you is because you're not crystal clear on exactly what it is you want. You might not even know what it is that you want. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, number two, but it's contributing to this stuck and moving forward kind of energy. I can't do it any better. I can't say it any better than the just do this, number two. And so your uncertainty, your lack of clarity, and even your indecisiveness is contributing to that. And so you're being encouraged to really explore exactly what it is that you want in order to help you move forward, in order to help you break out and to ride free on that chariot. So balance is going to be key for you in helping you with that. Another thing that's going to be helpful for you is tapping into your own intuition and trusting that. So really doing some deeper listening than you have been, number two, on what it is you want and where your feelings are guiding you. And so tapping into that throughout February is going to be really helpful for you in moving forward, in getting clarity on what it is you want, and in moving forward with that, number two. Now, just a couple more things for you, number two, because we do have this leadership card here. And what is this all about? This card is really all about, number two, claiming your own self-leadership at this time. So being your own leader, number two. Now, of course, that shows up for you potentially, well, certainly with this idea of balance and with this idea of clarity and taking your own power back. So number two, February is for you all about claiming your own power and being your own leader. You know, if we want to be a leader, if we want to show others the way, we have to be able to lead ourselves first and to show ourselves the way first. And so number two, in February, you're being encouraged to show yourself the way, to lead yourself, and to be your own leader. And doing that with the balance, the intuition, taking your power back, and etc. Now, finally, number two, we've got the rune of the unknown. It is indeed a blank rune because this rune is here to highlight some of those feelings of murkiness and uncertainty that you have, and simply some of those questions, you know, with the card that we have here saying, what is it that you want? really asking yourself and homing in on exactly what it is that you want is going to be important for you. And this rune is here to say that you've got some things to really dive into for February in terms of what it is you really want, and getting some clarity on that to help you move forward out of those stuck feelings. It's almost like number two, I just had the image of like a tire stuck in mud that's going back and forth, trying to get out. Well, once you determine exactly which direction you want to go in, that's going to help get you unstuck. And so if you're trying to get out of the mud and you're like, I don't know where I want to go, I just want to get out of this, you're being encouraged to really ask yourself, okay, where do I want to go? Because that's going to help you get out of it, number two. So getting some clarity on the unknowns and the questions is going to help you move out of this push and pull kind of energy for your February. Well, number two, I'm sending so many blessings to your number 2 month this February 2024. So honored and grateful to have you here as always, and I'm sending lots of blessings and best wishes to your February 2024. Greetings, number three. Welcome, number three, to your February 2024 messages. Number three, you had 2 Celtic Dragon Tarot cards. They are the 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Fascinating, number three. We'll say more about that in one moment. So wonderful. I very clearly got a message to share with you for sure. Number three, your angel card for February is Grace and Antoinette. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. Okay, number three, lovely. Number three, you also have for your Archangel card, Archangel Haniel with the moon cycles, who says, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. Great. Thank you, Archangel Haniel. Your rune is the rune of joy, and you had 2 Breathe Easy cards. We have I am peaceful. Peace. Peace comes when we allow all expectations to float away. I breathe in acceptance of the ways others express their point of view. And I am awakened. Awakening. The sun's dawning brings back warmth, light, and color to a darkened world. I breathe in the infinite promise of a new day. Beautiful, number three. So what is going on here, number three? Number three, what I'm getting for you for your February, I heard very clearly it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And so number three, for your February, right now, when it comes to your personal relationships, it is the best of times and it is the worst of times. Now, number three, you're really being encouraged in February to bring a real sense of compassion and a real sense of kindness to any relationship conflicts that you might be having. And so you've got encouragement here with any relationship conflicts that you are experiencing now and throughout your February. You're really being encouraged to bring compassion, to look at the situation from another's point of view. And so number three, it's time for you to really look at your relationship conflicts through a new and different lens. So when it comes to those relationships and the idea of it being the worst of times in terms of your relationships, it's time for you to maybe try to look outside of yourself in your February and to really try to grasp at where the other person is coming from in those challenges. Now, of course, number 3, it's also the best of times in terms of your personal relationships. And so, even despite or among the challenges, there is joy for you in your relationships right now. And you're being encouraged to focus in on that, to notice where there is joy, and to celebrate that. And so, throughout your February, number 2, you're being encouraged to notice the points of joy, while at the same time, when you have those relationship challenges and conflicts, to try to bring some more joy to those. Number 2, before I forget, because I did forget, I want to make, or number 3, see, I keep forgetting that you're number 3 as well. I want to encourage you to check out on February 14th. I'm going live with my annual Love is in the Cards event, where I will be doing love readings live on Facebook. The link to join is down below. I love doing this. I love, doing this every February 14th, Valentine's Day, and offering love messages. So please do join us if you can. If you can't, yes, indeed, the replay will be available on Facebook and YouTube. And number 3, I also don't want to forget to make sure to let you know that my self-paced Unlock Your Card Magic program to read any cards and to be able to do this is now available. You can learn more and join at standingstoneshealing.com/magic. So, number 3, as you are navigating those relationship ups and downs throughout your February, there's encouragement here for you to maybe focus a little bit more in on the best of times aspect of those relationship experiences in your February. So maybe to focus a little bit more on the joy rather than on the challenges and conflicts. So where is there joy? Where is there positivity among the challenges and conflicts? And to really bring some peace to those moments, to those conflicts and challenges, and to really, as you see the experience, the conflicts from the other person's or person's point of view, people's point of view, to just allow for some peace in those moments and allow peace to come to you, which is going to help bring peace to the overall situation or situations. Something else that is going to help with you as well, help you with your relationship challenges and even joys. Number 3, I do want to make sure to emphasize that it is, like I mentioned, the best of times with the relationships and the worst of times. And so there's encouragement here for you to recognize the richness in the relationships rather than focusing on the poverty in the relationships. So bringing almost like a wealth mindset to your relationships this February rather than a poor mindset to your relationships, if that makes sense, number 3. But there's encouragement here for you as well to consider just noticing how the moon might impact any of your relationships and how the moon's cycles might have an impact. It's simply something to notice, not anything that you necessarily need to act on, number 3, but if there is some kind of a pattern it can be helpful to notice it and then to take action on that if you notice a difference. You may also feel called to use the moon to help you at this time in your February and even past your February with your relationships, whether that is the joy of them or the challenges of them. So the moon is saying, I'm here to support you at this time, including and especially with your relationships. Now, what's going to come from all of this, number 3? What's the outcome here? It's nothing short of a new level of awareness. I mean, that's pretty powerful, right? So, a new level of awareness in your relationships. And that is no small thing. And so, as you move throughout your February, bringing a greater sense of compassion and peace and joy to your relationships. Number 3, it's like you're coming to a new level of understanding and awakening in your relationships, which is, holy cow, pretty awesome. So number 3, I'm sending lots of blessings to a pretty awesome February for you, and sending lots of thanks for you being here. And of course, always hope to see you next month, and blessings and best wishes to your February 2024.